Hello, I decided to do my presentation on a cell and its organelles, and with football season officially being in full swing, I will be relating the different positions and game day factors and trying to represent them in the different structures. So starting off with the cell membrane, it is the border of the cell, and so it can kind of be represented as the stadium gates or security as it controls what gets in and what stays out. If we take a closer look at the cell membrane, it is made of a phospholipid bilayer, meaning it is a double-layered membrane. And within that membrane, there are two rows of phospholipids, with the heads being hydrophilic, and they love to be by water. And the tails are hydrophobic, so they're avoiding water. Inside of the cell membrane is the cytoplasm. It is a jelly-like space inside the cell, and the fluid part of cytoplasm is cytosol, but the cytoplasm is represented as the football field because it's where everything takes place. Next, I have the nucleus. So the nucleus is the brain of the cell and would be similar to the head coach. The nucleus holds DNA and controls what occurs throughout the cell and is kind of like the playbook. The nucleolus is inside of this nucleus, and it produces ribosomes, which help read genetic material. Okay, next I have the endoplasmic reticulum. The ER system is a system of interconnected channels that helps with cells delivery and organization, and it can be related to the plays that occur on the field. The two parts are the rough ER and the smooth ER. The rough ER continues from the nuclear envelope and helps with protein production and is covered with ribosomes from the nucleolus. And the smooth ER is responsible for detoxifying toxins within the cytoplasm. So it's kind of like the trainers that are helping the players stay healthy throughout the season. Next, I have the ribosomes, and they are produced in the nucleus, and they are found all over the cell and attached to the rough ER. And they would be represented as the players because they actually do a lot of the work or all of the work and produce peptides and proteins based on what they're told, kind of like how the players are told the plays that they have to put out there. The Golgi apparatus is responsible for modifying and organizing proteins and lipids to be sent out, and they're kind of like the equipment staff who have to prepare all the necessary items for the game. Going from the Golgi apparatus is the Golgi vesicles, which carry out the necessary proteins and lipids to where they need to go. One of them, it would be lysosomes, and they are needed for breaking down unwanted material and waste. They contain digestive enzymes and travel throughout the cells. An example of the lysosomes would be white blood cells or liver cells, and they're kind of like the cleanup crew of the stadium. Peroxisomes they resemble lysosomes, but they're produced in the endoplasmic reticulum, but they also help detoxify the cytosol. Next, we have the mitochondria, which is, of course, the powerhouse of the cell. And so I said that this is kind of the strength and conditioning staff, as they really produce they produce the energy and store the energy, or ATP, by breaking down sugars and fats. And then finally, I have the centrioles. So they are necessary for organizing the microtubules that pull chromosomes apart during cell division. So they're kind of the behind the scenes coordinators that make sure everything is occurring correctly during big changes as far as like halftime or, the big productions that may happen during a game day. And with that is my cell, or the stadium for a football game. Thank you.